Well, hello me chooks. We've got a follow-up video on the Thunderbirds Blu-ray release that's coming out very, very shortly. Yeah, there's a bit more detail came out in a question and answer thing. I did put my question forward. I don't know if I've sort of got it answered. Maybe. We'll go through it anyway, and yeah, we'll see whether or not it answers my question or not. So I've got it all rigged up here, and there we go. So Thunderbirds go in 4x3 and mono. Anderson Entertainment is busily preparing an exciting lineup of celebratory releases and events to mark Thunderbirds' 60th anniversary this year. A highlight of these will be our forthcoming definitive Blu-ray release of Gerry Anderson and Sylvia Anderson's classic TV series restored to its 4x3 aspect ratio and mono soundtrack. Our Thunderbirds Collector's Edition Blu-ray also marks the beginning of a renewed home entertainment deal with ITV. Over the next few years, you'll be seeing plenty more of Gerry and Sylvia's Fantastic Worlds released on Blu-ray and 4K. That's the way to go, 4K. Since our initial announcement of the Thunderbirds Blu-ray last week, we've been inundated with questions about what this release will contain. Further announcements on the Blu-ray will be revealed over the coming months. But until then, we've gathered together many of the most pertinent questions and have provided answers below. So, my first question to them was, what is the source of the masters for these episodes? And they sort of answered it, but they didn't. So the main master source for our Thunderbirds Blu-ray is from the restorations from the Blu-ray box set released for the Japanese market in 2015. Guys, that's 10 years ago. These restorations have been available to view on ITVX. I'm guessing that's like a streaming service in the UK, much like BritBox. So, yeah. However, we're aware of several errors within these restorations, which we are seeking to amend for our own release. So that's good in a way that they're actually going back and fixing some mistakes that happened while they were doing it. What soundtrack will be included? So they've got the original mono soundtrack, and it will be the default setting. But you do have the option to do a 5.1 mix from the early 2000s as an option. I'm guessing that was on the DVD release, which I do have. Will the release include Thunderbirds Go and Thunderbirds 6? No. I did expect them to not include those. They're going to hold them back, I reckon, till at least till next year. It'd be good if it was this year. I reckon they will be 4K. I will be disappointed if they're not. So, yeah, looking forward to that. Will they include the Super Space Theatre compilation movies? Now, these were... Okay. So what they do is they get like 3 episodes and cut them all together and make one big movie. And it was a bit disjointed, of course. They did it with similar things like Space 1999 and Captain Scarlet, which is where I discovered Captain Scarlet through those movies. So they have given you absolutely no information on that whatsoever. They've just given you when you're trapped in the sky and ready to crash dive into adventures, sometimes a rescue comes with a surprisingly sharper view. So, yeah, okay, that doesn't explain a lot. Okay, very cryptic. What region will the Blu-ray set be in? So it's all region, so ABC region free. So you can play it worldwide. So if you live in America, you can play it there, which is good, which is very good. Anyway, what will it contain extras? Yes, the box set will contain a host of material from previous releases, as well as brand new extras produced exclusively for this release, making this the definitive home release of Thunderbirds until the 4Ks come along. Full details on what these extras will be announced at a later date. And then, of course, will it include the anniversary episodes? Now, the anniversary episodes if you aren't aware, were the Kickstarter. So they had some audio soundtracks back in the day in 1965, 66. When they were doing these, they actually had like records, and they would actually have an entire serial on these records using the original voice cast and everything, but there was no images. Back in 2015, they did a Kickstart where they actually went back and using puppets and everything recreated what is essentially lost stories. So they did 3 of these. I didn't Kickstart it because I wasn't aware of it until it came out. I was working at the time, so it was it was a really hectic time for me. But these are going to be worthwhile getting. I have heard that they're very, very good quality. And they pretty much went back to basics with it. They didn't do the whole, didn't add CGI and all that, I believe. They just did straight puppetry. And if these are included on the release, it's a definite yes from me. So I'm really looking forward to these ones. Plus it's a physical release for the first time in the UK. That's another question I wanted to ask as well that they didn't answer here. Is it going to be retail, or is it just a Gerry Anderson exclusive? They didn't answer that, so I don't know. So please don't ask me. Ask them. What order will the episodes be presented in? They'll be presented in production order, which is the way you do it. So they should make a lot more sense. I believe there were a couple of episodes that were swapped around. So City of Fire will be episode 3 and Sun Probe will be on episode 4. So when will the set be available to pre-order? Sometime this 2025. I always keep up to date with this sort of stuff. I'm really looking forward to it. How much will the set be? Oh, to be considered. Look, I'm looking at least, in Australian dollars, at least $100. That's just for the basic. The reason why I was critical with Gerry Anderson website is that their postage rates are extremely high for international. They were a bit better a few years ago, but they've actually gotten worse. And I'm not too keen on the postage, on their postage. So I mean, they have great products, but yeah, just a bit on the expensive side. So it's going to be interesting to see what the price is for the postage. Sometimes it could end up being more than what you would expect. Actually, more than the actual items themselves. So yeah, I'm a little bit concerned about that. But anyway, they go. Also, will there be a 4K release of Thunderbirds? Our Blu-ray set will be the only way you can experience Thunderbirds restored in pristine HD. But stand by for further announcements in the year for further special assignments. So I'm guessing that may be the movies. I'm only guessing. So, are you looking forward to the new Blu-ray from Gerry Anderson's website, which will be the original 4x3s? I am. Like I said, it's completely region-free. Everybody will be able to enjoy this release. I can't tell you how excited I am right now. I'm really looking forward to Thunderbirds. Even my dad, who is not a sci-fi fan in the slightest, he thinks it's all crap, loves Thunderbirds. Something that I'll be looking forward to in the future. So are you looking forward to it? Let me know in the comments down below. Please remember to like and subscribe to my channel. I'm just literally starting up again after a bit of hiatus. So yeah, I'm planning on more videos. So please remember to like and subscribe. Like I said, leave the comments down below. It really helps me out as well. So gives me an idea on where to go, what directions to take this channel in. But yeah, thank you so much. So who am I? I'm Matt Pott, and I'll see you next time.